金色直发，水汪汪的绿眼睛，这不是儿童网红的部落格，而是协寻女儿的网站。这位于2007年失踪，当年快满4岁的英国女童玛德莲，被形容是当代最受瞩目的失踪人口案。事隔13年，此案仍悬而未决，只锁定一名德国恋童犯是主嫌，玛德莲也仍不知所踪，生死不明。玛德莲的笑容阳光灿烂，然而她爸爸妈妈拍下女儿欢笑的这一天，是看见自己女儿的最后一天，也是他们噩梦开始的第一天。2007年5月，凯特麦坎和杰瑞麦坎夫妇带着3岁的玛德莲和她2岁双胞胎弟妹一起到葡萄牙卢斯度假，住在度假公寓内的1楼。5月3日晚上8点半，3个孩子在房间内熟睡，夫妻俩则到55公尺外的餐厅和朋友聚餐。他们会时不时回房查看孩子，不料晚上10点，却发现玛德莲不在床上。夫妇报警后，葡萄牙警方展开搜寻，当地民众和观光客也加入协寻，但都一无所获。当地居民5月12日到玛德莲的度假公寓附近系上黄丝带。
Yellow is the color of hope. So obviously, we all want to show that there is hope still. We all hoping for Matt to come back safe.
这一天不只是玛德莲失踪的第10天，也是她的4岁生日。
Many of us know this day is Madeleine's birthday, Madeleine McCann's birthday. So we send this prayer as a song to Madeleine's family that we might with them uphold them before God.
对大家的协寻与祈祷，麦坎夫妇心怀感谢。
First of all, you know that we've taken tremendous strength from the warmth and the spiritual outpouring which we've received here and from all around the world, and that has given us great encouragement and hope that we will bring back Madeleine safely.
但更多的是煎熬。
I mean, we can't even consider returning home at the moment. Absolutely can't even let it enter my head.
We do need to spend more time at this point considering ourselves, our family with Sean and Amelie, and contemplating about the situation that we were in.
一边是急切的想找回失踪的女儿，一边还得照顾年纪还小的双胞胎。即便夫妇俩心力交瘁，他们仍决定留在葡萄牙等待心爱的女儿一起回家。然而等来的却是葡萄牙警方一连串的误判。警方先是认定一名英译普及的地产顾问穆拉特设有重嫌，英国媒体也大肆报道，更说他是恋童癖者。
A 33-year-old male living in the area of the events was named as a formal suspect. This male was interrogated as such, but no evidence was collected in order to ground his arrest and subsequent judicial interrogation.
但其实他根本是无辜的。事后他对此提告诽谤，11家英媒共赔偿他60万英镑。不过警方也承认，案发后并未保护玛德莲失踪的公寓现场，因此无法采集指纹、DNA 等可能指认嫌犯的相关证据。没被保护的现场，少得可怜的证据，让案情陷入焦灼。不过警方却突然在9月将凯特麦坎认定为嫌犯，怀疑他们是想掩饰自己女儿意外死亡，才报称失踪。
Well, Kate McCann went into the police station yesterday as a witness, and she was there for 11 hours being questioned by the police. During that time, they put it to her that samples had been found in a hire car that they had hired 25 days after Madeleine had been taken, and that in some way Kate was connected to the death of her daughter, which is clearly a ridiculous suggestion.
找女儿又要照顾双胞胎，就已经够夫妇俩焦虑，还被葡国警方认定为嫌疑人，让从玛德莲失踪后已在葡国待128天的他们，决定于9月9日搭飞机回英国。
They are returning to Britain after careful thought. They wish to reintroduce the twins as much as possible to an ordinary life in their home country, to consider their response to and future actions in relation to the events of the last few days, which have been so deeply disturbing to them.
凯特麦坎之后向英媒表示，警察向他施压，要他承认意外杀死了女儿，因为警方不希望在葡萄牙发生谋杀。直到2008年7月，葡国司法部长才因证据不足移除他们的嫌犯身份，并宣布暂停调查此案。玛德莲失踪，所有人从殷殷期盼的寻找到绝望的放弃，但麦坎夫妇并没有放弃找回自己的女儿。
It is a fact that no law enforcement agency or police force has been looking for Madeleine for 3 years. We've been doing it on our own. I'm absolutely confident that Kate's book will help the search both directly and indirectly.
就这样暂停调查3年，麦坎夫妇于2011年，也是玛德莲失踪第4年，决定出书筹措资金来寻找玛德莲。
The decision to publish this book has been very difficult and taken with heavy hearts. Before making up our minds to tell our story, my husband Gerry and I have had to give very careful consideration to a number of issues, not least its impact on the lives of our 3 children. My reason for writing it is simple: to give an account of the truth. It has always been my intention to set down a complete record of what happened to our family, for our children, Madeleine, Sean and Emily.
但再怎么困难，只要一想到自己心爱的女儿不知所踪，就心痛得无以复加。
It is still a struggle for me to see beyond tomorrow. Every day I wake up hoping that this will be the day we find Madeleine. But having lived through 4 painful years without my dear daughter, I have reluctantly been forced to acknowledge that our quest could take weeks, months, or yet more years.
就怕自己还要度过无数个痛苦的4年。夫妇俩不止出书筹钱，同年也向英国时任首相卡麦隆进行游说后，伦敦警察厅组成针对玛德莲失踪案的调查团队。
In the beginning of this investigative review, we have come to it with a completely open mind. And from the outset, we have sought to approach the material and the situation from 2 key positions. One is that Madeleine is alive, and 2, sadly, that she is not.
他们审视了数千页的案情文件后，调查了600名可疑人士，重要线索慢慢浮现，成为本案的重要转捩点。
We have identified 38 persons of interest, and within that, 12 who are UK nationals. And it's from that position that we've been able to move from review to investigation.
除了英国籍，伦敦警方认为歹徒也可能是德国籍或荷兰籍人士，因为在事发的度假村，这2种国籍的人最多。之后有民众相继提供消息给警方。
So my hope of Madeleine being out there is no less than it was almost 10 years ago. I mean, apart from those first 48 hours, nothing actually has changed since then. I mean, I think the difficult thing has always been, how will we find her? You know, because you're relying on the police doing everything they can, and you're relying on somebody with information coming forward.
这煎熬的10年对他们来说，有时像是一眨眼，有时又恍如隔世。
I never thought we'd still be in this situation so far along the line. It's a huge amount of time, and in some ways it feels like it was only a few weeks ago, and other times it's felt really long.
No parent's going to give up on their child unless they know for certain their child's dead, and we just don't have any evidence.
就算女儿失踪了10年，父母永远不会放弃寻找自己的小孩。但对卢斯的居民来说，这只是麦坎夫妇重提10年前的旧事。
As pessoas neste momento, ao final destes longos anos, é assim, a tendência é para esquecer, infelizmente é assim, a tendência é para esquecer, já não se fala como se falava, já ninguém liga, entre aspas, é uma pena, mas ninguém liga ao aniversário da Madeleine McCann, porque as pessoas da Luz estão simplesmente fartas.
My children grew up here. I have never known any problems here. And I think that a lot of the press has been far too strong and far too fake news. And there's no doubt about that. I think I would like very much to hear that they either find Madeleine or they find a solution to what has happened to her. But I think this town has been misused by the press.
10年前，所有人都急切地帮忙寻找；10年后，连提都不想再提。唯一不变的是，找不到的凶手和玛德莲下落不明、生死未卜的事实。直到2020年6月，德国与英国警方共同宣布震撼消息：绑架玛德莲的主嫌是一名金发白人，身高约183公分、43岁的德国公民。当时因毒品罪在德国监狱服刑，官方未公布他的姓名，但德国媒体披露他名为布鲁克纳。
Bei den Beschuldigten handelt es sich um einen mehrfach vorbestraften Sexualstraftäter, der unter anderem auch wegen des sexuellen Missbrauchs von Kindern verurteilt worden ist.
虽然布鲁克纳今年1月毒品案刑满，但因为他于2005年在玛德莲失踪的同一度假村性侵一名72岁美国妇女，要继续被关7年。事情似乎有了眉目，但也有了坏消息。
Dem können Sie entnehmen, dass wir davon ausgehen, dass das Mädchen tot ist.
德国警方向麦坎夫妇表示，有确切证据显示玛德莲已经死亡。他们认为布鲁克纳一开始只是想闯入麦坎一家人当时住的公寓行窃，但当他看到玛德莲后起了色心。根据调查，玛德莲失踪前1小时，人在附近的布鲁克纳曾打了一通时长30分钟的电话。
We've established that our suspect, the man that we have identified, used a telephone in that region at that time. Particularly, that phone was used at 7:32 p.m. and the phone call was finished at 8:02 p.m.
有目击者看到布鲁克纳当年使用的1980年份福斯 T3 白色箱型车，事发前曾在附近出没。
I've considered it, but I don't have any information at the moment, and I have to sort of consider and keep an open mind to all possibilities.
除了箱型车，布鲁克纳还有一辆英国 Jaguar 跑车。
Yeah, the most intriguing is he re-registered the car on May the 4th. This is the day after Madeleine went missing. He asked a friend to register the car in his friend's name.
外媒报道，布鲁克纳于1976年生于德国，1995年至2007年间移居葡萄牙。他前科累累，当中包括2次性侵女童。德国警方相信是布鲁克纳杀了玛德莲，但证据不足以起诉他，因此呼吁民众提供布鲁克纳的行踪线索，盼能找到将他定罪的确切证据。
When it's a special occasion, when you should be your happiest, and Madeleine's not there, that's when it really hits home.
It's when you have the big family occasions, really. That's basically, isn't it, a family occasion?
Yeah.
And you haven't got your complete family.
破案不只是为了让这起悬荡了10几年的失踪案尘埃落定，也是为了让玛德莲的父母知道自己女儿的下落，不用继续活在无尽的等待中。为中心综合报道。